I'm Syukri Sacha Widya Muhammad Khalid. Welcome to my channel, The Discovery of Animal Behavior. For today, this video will in content of the communication among animals.
Let's look on a three different meaning of the communication by the Wilsons, Smith and Slatters. Often, the sender manipulates others for his or her own benefits, while the receiver may benefit or may be harmed. Display evolves so that the sender can control the behavior of the receiver with a minimum of the wasted energy. Eavesdropping is where the receiver benefits but the sender does not, so it considered as a deceit. There are two types of a deceit. There is a sending signal that have a negative value for the receiver. First is interspecific deceit and intraspecific deceit. Interspecific deceit is a rather common, particularly in a predator-prey relationship, while the intraspecific deceit is much less common because the sender and receiver belongs to a common gene pool. Signal is the physical form in which a message is coded for transmission through the environment. So there is a four characteristic of the signals. These two signals of discrete and graded can be seen in the zebra behavior that show they communicate the hostile behavior. Next is a signal that use the modality of smell. It use the distance and duration for the signals to be sent. So there is a bright plumage and known as the arclus that lasts the entire breeding season, while the red-winged blackbirds are present during entire breeding season, but they are conspicuous only when the male exposes and erect this feather during the song spread. Signals can vary in several other ways. They increase the information contents. So in this, there is a composite signal, syntax and context. Composite signal can be seen in the zebra behavior with the meaning of the open mouths that depend on whether the ear are forward, that show the friendly behavior, or the backward, that show it is the hostile behavior. Next is syntax. Syntax can see in the language learning in chimpanzee, in which the chimps will assemble the words in novel ways as they communicate with the humans. It same goes to the context that show the lion's roar as a function expensive device for neighboring price, as an aggressive display in a fight between the males to maintain the contact among the pride member. Meta communication can be looked through the canines such as a dog and a wolf that precede play with a play bow, while the monkey will communicate a play behavior through a relaxed open mouth face. Let's look on the 9 function of communication on the next page. That seem to keep member in touch. Thus, the primate use this 4 type of the spacing signal. First, distance increasing signal, distance maintaining signal, distance reducing signal, and proximity maintaining signals. Let's look on a 6 different function of communication in a recognition one by one, but with an example. Female perform a copulation solicitation display when they hear the song of a male from their own population, but rarely do so when they hear song from another population. Thus, this mating preference may lead to mating with members of locally adapted genus. White-throated sparrow is used in a neighbor recognition to test whether the males will recognize the neighbor individually or as a class. How can kin identify each other even if they have never interacted? One possibility is a phenotype matching, where the individuals refer to the kin whose phenotype are learned by association, the reference. Thus, the reference is then compared with the stranger. Next second possibility for kin recognition is a one that does not require any previous experience, that with the assistance of the recognition genes that enable the bearer to recognize the same genes in other. Thus, this mechanism is called the green bird effect. Let's look on the channel of communications.
That's all for today. Thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe me.